My mother, Maritea Dæhlin, was a visual artist. My grandmother, Lisbeth Dæhlin, was also an artist. And they passed away both in 2012, with a few months between them. The connection with them is something that is always present in absolutely anything I do in life, I guess. In my work, in my art practice, in my daily life. But in this project, it was also allowing myself to open for this other part that is maybe more unknown, you know, and that I have less ways to access. This other part that is also a part of who I am. My arts practice, I would say, is rooted in theatre. So I studied devised theatre. I come from a very kind of broad theatre background. Like devised theatre is very more an experimental form, or where you don't just work from a finished script, but you kind of work in a way that is closer to how visual artists work. Like to have an idea, you have some testing, and then you build up and you create a performance. No? And then maybe there are no set rules of exactly how it has to be, this search, in order to get to this finished performance. So I've done a lot of solo performances where I'm also performing, there's text. A lot of the elements in this exhibition also come from that practice. This exhibition is, in a way, gathering to very different places, quite opposite places, but that also complement each other in many ways. San Cristobal de las Casas, Chiapas in Mexico, which is one of the places where I'm brought up, where I spent my childhood, and Longyearbyen, Svalbard, quite a new place in my life. The core of the exhibition is the video installation called Afisa. And through the physicality of my body, and also together with the body of my daughter, it's an exploration, I would say, of how to simply be. And also in this specific project, opening up for the idea of also being part of the African diaspora, but I think it can be any diaspora or any person that has a history of moving in some sense, that I guess relate to most of us. Many of us that come from many places have to navigate the different landscapes, the different contexts with this same body, that both, I guess, you adapt to the place, you transform by the place, but there's also a core that is you. You're both a local and you're a foreigner, you are the other, but you are also the person that is at home. In most cultures in the world, I think there is something that we cover the face with. Either if it's a mask or it's a paint on the face. And that's something I'm very intrigued by, how for children, that's something very natural. If you give a child face paint, they will paint themselves in the most amazing ways. And that's kind of a knowledge we lose, but I think it's a very human knowledge. That's why we can see it in so many cultures, and that in a lot of Western culture, we lost that. In art, I feel it's a way for me to access these parts too. Both by putting all these elements on my body, on my face, but also through seeing how my daughter is simply doing it. You know, she's not questioning it. She's painting her face and she's being there and she's doing, you know, and it's been really also very important and crucial for this project to bring her energy in, and also that it came from her wanting to be part of it. And all these questions around like belonging, identity, etc., is a lot of weight in it. But the child doesn't have that weight in it. I mean, maybe some children have, but I can see in Nina, my daughter, the energy she's bringing into it is with no question. It simply is. And I also try, for me, I will not put any kind of pressure towards her in defining anything. That is just allowing her to be.
If we cannot find each other, you have to stand completely still. But maybe you can say some words, and then maybe it's easier for me to hear you, and then I can find you. I know you forgot the language, but just try. Oh, Anjiga. Anjiga, Afisa, Afisa. Oh, 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 Anjiga, Afisa, Afisa. Oh
Afisa is me trying to remember the language Medumba that is spoken by my family, that is part of the Bamileke people in Cameroon, but it's a language I never learned. At some point in my life, when I was still a child, I learned some words, but I've forgotten them. So Afisa is me trying to remember the few words, some of the few words I learned, but that I possibly remember wrong. So probably Afisa is not a word that exists. Maybe it is, maybe not. The only way I can access is through trying and also allowing myself to fail and maybe say it wrong. The sentence, but it might not be tomorrow, also comes from a longer text that is some part, like it's in the video, but it also been a longer text before. Not a written text, like a spoken text, that's very important. Where for me it's my great-grandmother from Cameroon speaking through me. I never met her, she's passed away many years ago. And she says that I have to, you have to stop searching for me, because I will be the one finding you.
So you have to stand completely still. You have to trust that I will be the one finding you. But it might not be tomorrow. And it might not be the day after tomorrow. And it might not be the day after tomorrow. But you have to trust that I will be the one finding you.
So I think in this project, I really feel this connection both to the past and what's before us, but also what's coming next. You know, and what happens when you're just in that flow of the past, the generation behind that are behind, and those that are coming next. And not just through genetics. I think it's both this that are very this genetical connection through the past and through the African continent and stuff, but then it's also all this chosen family that goes much beyond genetics.